Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode weekly challenge. First question: minimum number of pushes to type word 1. So let us first read this question, then about constraint, then examples, and then finally the coding part for the same. So here's the question. You are given a string word containing distinct lowercase English letters. Telephone keypad have keys mapped with distinct collection of lowercase English letter which can be used to form words by pushing them. For example, the key 2 is mapped with A, B, C. We need to push the key one time to type A, two times to type B, and three times to type C, and it is allowed to remap keys number 2 to 9 to distinct collection of letters. The keys can be remapped any amount of letters, but each letter must be mapped to exactly one key. You need to find the minimum number of times the keys will be pushed to type the string word. Return the minimum number of pushes needed to type word after remapping the keys. Basically, this is the ideal case which we see in the keypads which were there in our previous phones. Means those means the ones which used to come before the QWERTY keypad phones. So here you can clearly see that 2, 3 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are total 8 keys, and for those 8 keys all the alphabets are being mapped, right? And we know that how we press these keys and get that desired alphabet. Means if we press 2 key one time, then we will get A. If we press it two times, then we will get B. And when we press three times, then we will be getting C. So now the question asks that we are required to remap all these keys so that we can get an answer which has the count of minimum number of pushes for typing a particular word. So we don't need to go with this particular keypad. We are required to devise our new keypad so that whatever word is being given to us, it can be typed with minimum number of pushes. So that is the main question. Now comes the part that how you will be going to remap this particular 2 to 9, basically 8 keys, so that there are minimum number of pushes. Now let us observe these examples which are given, and even they have mentioned that there are distinct collection of lowercase English letters and we are required to remap them. Now here this A, B, C, D, E all are distinct characters, right? And then here in example, here also all are distinct characters. There is no duplicate even in these words, right? And constraints are also pretty much low. That words consist of only lowercase English letter and the word length can go up to 26 only. So that simply means that here every character which is present in a word, it would be distinct. So now comes the part that how we will be doing this. Now as we are given with 8 keys where mapping could be done. So in context to that only we are required to do something so that we can map this such that the number of pushes which are there, those are minimum. Now in that context, if we check for this first example, right? So here the number of characters which are given in this word 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 5 words are there, right? So if somehow we remap these particular characters in our keypad such that every push requires just means every character requires just one push, right? If we remap them in such a manner, then surely our minimum answer would be 5, means the characters itself, and there are total 8 keys, right? So whatever length of the word would which would be there, we what we can do, we can divide it by 8 so that we can get that how many keys which are there could be put for one push. So in that context, if say there we get 2, right? So out of this 2 means after dividing the question which we get as 2. So out of those 2, 8 keys would be with one push, right? And the other 8 keys which are there, those would be 2 pushes, right? So in that context also, we will be getting the minimum answer only. And if somehow there is some length which is not visible by, means not completely divisible by 8, so whatever remainder would, which would be there, right? So that we can, means after these are completed, so we have the third push, right? So we will be just multiplying it with that particular push. So that would be the thing here. Means either it could be third push, means still here it is third push, right? But here we have the fourth one also, means here, right? So in that context, we can go ahead with the same. So that would be the thing. So here we can see that the minimum answer which we will be getting here would be like, here we got the 5, right? Here we will be surely getting 8 into 1 plus 8 into 2 plus r into 3, or if it comes out to be 4, that is also there. Means if somehow that 4 is also remaining, so that we will be getting, else there might not be any case like that. But if we directly see for this 26 divided by 8, means at max it can go till that now. So that's why I'm just checking that if we calculate that. So in 8, if we see, so 26 by 8, right? 26 divided by 8, so that would be 3.25, means 3 times it would be full, because we know 3 it's that, and then 2 would be remaining, that will, right? So 3 times all those are done, and this one would be multiplied by 4, because only 2 times which are there, so this would be the maximum possibility. So this particular solution could easily work. I hope you got somehow idea that what exactly we are required to do. Here so I have completely shown you what maths we are required to do to get a final answer, and even the time complexity is much more lower for this particular mathematical solution which is there. So if you have got the idea that how we are required to do this particular question, you can proceed and code it out. And if you still have some doubt, you can resume the video and check that how we are going to code the particular. So let me show you the coding part also for the same. If I keep this, okay, let me show you coding also. Okay, yeah, here I can show you, and here I will erase. So now, how we are required to code this is, so here the answer in which we will be returning the length and the row 1. Row 1 for the purpose for the first push. We are taking this. Then as I told, word dot length divided by 8. So here we are calculating our quotient, because this 2 which we are getting, that is our quotient, right? So n divided by 8, and whatever remainder that we will be getting by doing the modulo by 8, right? So now here we will be checking that till this quotient is greater than 0, right? What we will be doing, 8 multiplied by row, means same thing which we were doing here, 8 multiplied by that number of push, right? And we will be adding that to our answer. And as at this particular point our all 8 keys are covered, so that's why we are just decreasing the quotient count, and then we are here increasing the row count, because this particular one push has been consumed, so now we are required to go ahead with the 2 pushes, so that's why we are increasing the row, and this all will go ahead until our all quotients are consumed. Basically at max there could be 3 quotients only, means the count of value of that quotient would be at max 3, so it can be consumed till then. And then now comes the part for the remainder, because there are a lot of numbers which are not completely divisible by 8, so surely there would be remainder for that. So in that context, till here, Means this one push, two push, and then the means in the worst case, three push could also be consumed. Then remaining the fourth push, that is after doing this row plus plus, right? We will be getting that fourth push, right? This is the worst thing I'm saying, that it gets fourth push, else it could be two or three also. And with that, we will be multiplying the remainder the way here we had done, right? And then that we will be adding up to our answer, and that we will be returning. So in this whole criteria, means I hope you got the whole explanation after this, but now comes the part, the time complexity and space complexity for the same. So the time complexity for the same, you can clearly see that it is based on this quotient, right? So that's why time complexity is order of q, where q is equals to quotient, and the space complexity is order of 1, because we are not using any extra space. So this was all for this particular question. If you have any doubt, you could comment that down. And if you really like the explanation, you can like, subscribe, and share this video among your friends. So this was all. Thank you.